I want to share something that has fundamentally changed how I counsel men over 60 in my urology practice, and it has nothing to do with prescriptions, injections, or expensive procedures. It involves a centuries-old botanical oil, a precise anatomical target, and a consistent daily ritual that takes under 2 minutes to perform. I am Dr. William Smith, a board-certified urologist with over 2 decades of clinical practice, specializing in male pelvic health, erectile physiology, and integrative approaches to men's sexual vitality. I have spent the better part of my career studying the intersection of vascular health, nerve function, and hormonal balance as they relate to erectile function. And what I am about to share with you represents one of the most underutilized, evidence-adjacent tools in my clinical toolkit. The area I am referring to is the perineum, specifically the external skin surface located between the base of the scrotum and the anus, and the compound I recommend applying to it is pure, organic, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. Stay with me. I understand the skepticism. When I first began exploring topical botanical applications in pelvic health, I shared that skepticism myself. But the anatomical rationale, the biochemical properties of ricinoleic acid, and the clinical observations I have accumulated over years of practice have led me to a clear and defensible position. This simple application, performed consistently, may meaningfully support blood flow, reduce local inflammatory burden, and enhance nerve sensitivity in the structures most critical to erectile function. Let me walk you through exactly why, beginning at the molecular level. Mechanism 1. The biochemistry of ricinoleic acid and localized inflammation. At the core of castor oil's therapeutic potential is its primary fatty acid constituent, ricinoleic acid, which comprises approximately 85 to 90% of cold-pressed castor oil by composition. This is not a common fatty acid. In fact, ricinoleic acid is biologically unusual. It is a hydroxylated monounsaturated fatty acid with demonstrated affinity for prostaglandin EP3 receptors, which play a central role in modulating inflammatory signaling cascades. What does this mean in practical terms? When applied topically to a highly permeable region of tissue, and the perineum qualifies as one of the most absorptive external skin surfaces on the male body, ricinoleic acid may penetrate into the subdermal tissues and exert localized anti-inflammatory effects. Research published in Immunological Investigations documented ricinoleic acid's capacity to suppress the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, including tumor necrosis factor alpha and interleukin-1 beta, through its interaction with EP3 receptor pathways. Why does this matter for erectile function? Because chronic low-grade inflammation in the pelvic tissues is one of the most underappreciated contributors to erectile dysfunction in men over 60. Inflammatory cytokines promote endothelial dysfunction. They impair the ability of blood vessel walls to synthesize and release nitric oxide, the molecule most fundamentally responsible for triggering the smooth muscle relaxation that allows penile engorgement to occur. Without adequate nitric oxide production, the cavernous arteries cannot dilate sufficiently, and the hemodynamic cascade required for a firm, sustained erection is disrupted at its very first step. By reducing this inflammatory burden at the tissue level, regular castor oil application may begin to restore a more favorable biochemical environment for erectile vascular function. In my clinical observations, men who incorporate this practice consistently over 4 to 6 weeks frequently report improvements that align with what one would expect from reduced local inflammation, improved baseline sensitivity, better vascular response, and a more reliable capacity for spontaneous erection. My protocol recommendation for this mechanism: apply 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of pure cold-pressed organic hexane-free castor oil to the perineum each evening following bathing. The skin should be clean and dry. Use gentle circular massage strokes for 30 to 60 seconds. This modest mechanical stimulation further supports local circulation while ensuring thorough dermal contact with the oil. Mechanism 2: pelvic lymphatic circulation and tissue health. The second mechanism deserves careful attention because it is one that even many clinicians overlook in discussions of erectile physiology. I am referring to the lymphatic system and specifically its function within the pelvic basin. Think of the lymphatic network as the body's internal drainage and immune surveillance infrastructure. Unlike the cardiovascular system, which is driven by the active pumping of the heart, lymphatic flow is entirely passive. It depends on muscular movement, tissue compression, and critically, the health of the surrounding tissue environment to move lymph fluid through its vessels. When pelvic lymphatic flow is sluggish or compromised, a condition more common than recognized in sedentary men over 60, the result is a low-grade tissue congestion. Metabolic waste products, inflammatory mediators, and excess fluid accumulate in the perineal and pelvic tissues. This congestion does not produce dramatic symptoms. It creates a chronic, subtle dysfunction in the tissue environment that undermines both nerve sensitivity and vascular responsiveness over time. Castor oil, when applied topically, has been demonstrated in several investigational contexts to stimulate local lymphocyte activity and promote lymphatic vessel tone. The mechanism appears to involve ricinoleic acid's action on smooth muscle cells surrounding lymphatic vessels, gently encouraging peristaltic movement of lymph fluid through the capillary bed. Applied to the perineum, which sits in close anatomical proximity to the primary pelvic lymph nodes, this effect may translate into meaningful improvements in the drainage and detoxification of the exact tissues that matter most for erectile function. I have observed in my practice that men who combine perineal castor oil application with basic pelvic floor exercises, simple Kegel contractions performed twice daily, experience accelerated improvements compared to those using the oil alone. The muscle contractions provide the mechanical pumping action that the lymphatic system requires, while the ricinoleic acid addresses the inflammatory tone of the vessel walls themselves. These two interventions are synergistic. Mechanism 3: blood flow enhancement and nitric oxide support. This is the mechanism that most directly and immediately relates to erectile firmness, and it is the one I find most compelling from a vascular physiology standpoint. The perineum is not simply a patch of skin. It is a richly vascularized region that serves as the proximal anchor point for the root of the penis. The crura of the corpus cavernosum are structurally embedded here, and the perineal arteries and veins that feed the penile vasculature travel through this tissue. The internal pudendal artery, which is the primary arterial supply to erectile tissue, traverses the perineal region before branching into the dorsal and deep arteries of the penis. This anatomical reality means that vascular health in the perineum is not merely adjacent to erectile function, it is a direct upstream determinant of it. Inflammation, fibrosis, or reduced tissue perfusion in the perineal vasculature can impair blood delivery to the erectile chambers before it even reaches the penis proper. Ricinoleic acid has demonstrated vasodilatory properties in experimental models, appearing to act on smooth muscle cells within vessel walls to promote relaxation and increase luminal diameter, the same fundamental mechanism through which pharmaceutical PDE5 inhibitors work, though through an entirely different pathway. When combined with the mechanical stimulation of massage, which promotes the release of local nitric oxide through shear stress on endothelial cells, The combined effect may be a meaningful increase in baseline blood flow through the perineal vascular bed. Nitric oxide is the molecular keystone of erection. It is synthesized by endothelial nitric oxide synthase in response to sexual arousal and physical stimulation, and it triggers the cGMP cascade that relaxes cavernous smooth muscle and allows blood to fill the erectile chambers. Any intervention that supports endothelial function, reduces oxidative quenching of nitric oxide, or promotes its local synthesis will have a downstream positive effect on erectile capacity. Perineal castor oil application, through its anti-inflammatory and potentially vasodilatory mechanisms, may contribute to exactly this outcome. My complete application protocol, based on my clinical experience and the underlying mechanisms I have outlined, here's the precise protocol I recommend to patients who wish to incorporate this practice. Oil selection: use only pure, organic, cold-pressed, hexane-free castor oil. The processing method matters. Solvent extraction, which produces most commercial castor oil, degrades the ricinoleic acid content and may introduce chemical residues. Cold pressing preserves the active fatty acid profile and produces an oil that is appropriate for application to sensitive skin surfaces. Patch test. First, before applying to the perineum, apply 2 to 3 drops of the oil to the inner forearm. Wait 24 hours. If no redness, itching, or irritation develops, proceed. This step is non-negotiable for men with sensitive skin or known contact allergies. Application technique. Following a shower or bath, when the perineal skin is clean and dry, dispense approximately 1/4 teaspoon of castor oil into the palm. Warm it briefly between the fingers. Apply to the perineum using gentle circular strokes for 30 to 60 seconds. Do not apply pressure forcefully. The goal is skin absorption and mild mechanical stimulation, not deep tissue work. Anatomical boundaries. Target the skin of the perineum, the external region between the scrotal base and the anus. Do not apply oil to the glands, urethra, or any internal structure. Do not ingest. This is exclusively a topical external application. Frequency. Begin with once daily, preferably in the evening. After 2 weeks, if the skin is tolerating the oil well, twice daily application, morning and evening, may be considered. Latex compatibility warning. Castor oil is an oil-based substance and will compromise the structural integrity of latex condoms. If latex protection is relevant, apply the oil well in advance and wash thoroughly before use, or switch to a non-latex barrier. Duration. Allow a minimum of 3 to 4 weeks of consistent daily application before assessing outcomes. Biological tissue adaptation and vascular remodeling occur on a timescale of weeks, not days. Consistency is the variable most predictive of response. What to realistically expect and when? In my experience, the trajectory of improvement with this practice follows a predictable pattern when applied consistently. During the first 1 to 2 weeks, the primary changes are typically subtle. A modest improvement in baseline perineal sensitivity, and for some men, a slight reduction in the vague perineal discomfort or heaviness that many experience without recognizing as abnormal. These are signs that local circulation is improving. Between weeks 2 and 4, the more meaningful changes tend to emerge. Men frequently report improvements in erectile quality, specifically in the firmness and sustainability of erections, as well as a greater sense of spontaneity in their sexual response. These reports are consistent with the expected timeline for reduced endothelial inflammation and early vascular improvement. By the 6 to 8 week mark, men who have been consistent report outcomes that represent a meaningful baseline shift in their erectile health: stronger morning erections, improved response to stimulation, and a subjective sense of vitality and pelvic health that extends beyond sexuality to overall energy and confidence. These are not guaranteed outcomes. Individual variation in vascular health, hormonal status, and lifestyle factors will influence the degree of response. But the risk is negligible, the cost is minimal, and the anatomical and biochemical rationale is sound. As a urologist, I must be direct with you about something. If you are experiencing persistent, severe erectile dysfunction, particularly if it has developed rapidly, is associated with reduced libido, penile curvature, or perineal pain, you require a formal clinical evaluation. Erectile dysfunction is frequently a vascular symptom, and in men over 60, it can be an early indicator of cardiovascular disease, metabolic syndrome, or hormonal deficiency. A perineal oil application is a supportive adjunct. It is not a diagnostic tool, and it is not a substitute for medical evaluation. If you are also experiencing significant fatigue, unexplained weight gain, loss of muscle mass, or markedly diminished libido alongside your erectile concerns, I would strongly encourage you to request a comprehensive hormonal panel from your physician, including total and free testosterone, DHEAS, and thyroid function, because these symptoms in combination may reflect an endocrine etiology that requires specific treatment. Natural, evidence-adjacent practices are valuable, but they operate within a clinical context, not outside of it. If this protocol resonates with you, I encourage you to take 3 specific steps today. First, source a high-quality, cold-pressed, organic hexane-free castor oil. This is available from most health food retailers and many online suppliers. This investment is minimal, and the quality of the oil directly determines the quality of what you are applying to sensitive tissue. Second, commit to 30 days of consistent daily application using the precise technique I described. Keep a simple log note your observations on sensitivity, erectile quality, and any changes in perineal comfort on days 7, 14, and 30. Objective self-tracking will help you assess your personal response clearly. Third, subscribe to this channel for more clinically grounded, evidence-based content on male health, vascular function, hormonal optimization, and longevity. I publish new material regularly, and my commitment is always to translate the science into practical protocols that you can implement without a prescription pad and without unnecessary complexity. The biology of male sexual vitality is well understood. What is less understood and far less discussed is how profoundly the small, consistent, targeted interventions can influence that biology over time. You are not at the mercy of your age. You are at the choice of your daily habits. That distinction is everything. I am Dr. William Smith. Thank you for your time and your trust in pursuing this knowledge. Apply the protocol, be consistent, and give your biology the time it requires to respond. This content is intended for general educational purposes. It does not constitute medical advice and is not a substitute for professional evaluation and treatment. Always consult your physician before beginning any new health protocol, particularly in the presence of existing medical conditions.